The issue of human trafficking is receiving national attention on social media through hashtags like Save Our Children. Here in Nebraska, officials say cases of children being trafficked happen all across the state, and lately that abuse seems to be growing in virtual spaces. 3 News Now reporter Jessica Edson has more.
Since 2015, prosecutors in Nebraska have brought 50 cases of human trafficking to court, 30 of which involve child victims. While there are larger operations that bring victims through Nebraska during larger events like the College World Series, it's not just cities like Omaha that are seeing trafficking. The Attorney General said sometimes a victim is trafficked in several small towns throughout the more rural parts of the state.
That would be a good example where the federal authorities may not want to expend their resources on a situation in a town in Nebraska less than 1,000 people. Right. But we can certainly spend our resources, and now we have laws comparable to the federal laws where we can get significant penalties against a human trafficker.
Just in Douglas and Sarpy County, 80 to 100 children go missing a month. And while many are recovered, advocates at Project Harmony say children being trafficked is fairly common.
Well, it's a fair number, probably 5 a month now that we're seeing where the children were actually sold. There was an exchange of money or items in exchange for sex with young children.
Klein said oftentimes teachers are the ones to report signs of abuse, and the center is hoping this continues while virtual learning occurs.
There will be this continued connection with children and their teachers and other adults, so that door, we believe, physically may not be opened. The connection is still going to be there with those children.
With more people being online, more child pornography, another form of trafficking, is being reported.
On an average month, they would get 700,000 tips a month that would be sent into the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. And in the month of April and May, that number jumped to 2.4 million tips.
Another area of concern is Native American reservations, with nearly 500 cases of missing Indigenous women or children in Nebraska.
When this office was doing other work in the area of white clay, that was one of the concerns of information as we were looking at not only the alcohol issue in white clay, but also knowing that young women off the reservation could possibly be trafficked, and that's one of the things we try to investigate.
While human trafficking does still occur in Nebraska, the state now ranks at an A when it comes to response and prosecution. Reporting in Omaha, Jessica Edson.